quarter hour, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. 5 minutes. When the minute hand moves from one number to the next, 5 minutes has passed. So we start at 12, and the minute hand moves from 12 to 1. That's been 5 minutes has elapsed. When the minute hand moves from the 1 to the 2, it's been a total of 10 minutes. When the minute hand moves from the 2 to the 3, another 5 minutes has passed for a total of 15 minutes. And it continues that way all the way around the clock till we get to going from 11 to 12, that's 60 minutes, or we reset to the next hour. Telling time by the quarter hour. When the minute hand moves across 3 numbers, 15 minutes has passed. Now remember, there's 60 minutes in an hour. So 15 over 60 reduces to 1/4 or a quarter of an hour. So 15 minutes after the hour is 1/4 of the hour. 30 minutes after the hour is 2/4 or 1/2 the hour. And 45 minutes after the hour is 3/4 of the hour. And then we get back around to 60 where everything resets. In some regions of the world, you'll hear the phrase a quarter after or a quarter of. A quarter after means that you're 15 minutes after the hour or 1/4 after the hour. If you hear somebody say a quarter of, that means you have 15 minutes until, or 1/4 of an hour until the hour changes. 1 minute. When the minute hand moves from one mark to the next, 1 minute passes. So if the minute hand is pointing at the 12, the next mark right after that, and I refer to that as a tick mark, that tick mark represents 1 minute. The second tick mark represents 2 minutes. The third represents 3 minutes. The fourth one represents 4 minutes. And then this one represents 5 minutes if the minute hand is pointing to it. So inside the clock, if the hour hand is pointing to the number, that represents the hour. So this would be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so on. If the minute hand is pointing to the number, then we go to outside here and we count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. That's if the minute hand is pointing to a number. So let's do some practice problems. This represents 9 o'clock. The hour hand is pointing at the 9. The minute hand is pointing at the 12, which is the start of the hour. 1 minute later, the minute hand is at the first tick mark, and that's what 9:01 looks like. Another minute passes. We're at the second tick mark, and that's 9:02. Another minute passes. Now we're at 9:03. Notice the arrow is pointing at the third mark. When the minute hand is pointing at the fourth mark, that represents 9:04. And then when the minute hand points at the 1, because it's the minute hand pointing at the 1, we count by 5s. That's 9:05. Now we're going to skip ahead an hour plus and look at a new time. This is 10:12. Okay, the hour hand is pointing at the 10, and because we're talking about the minute hand, we count by 5, 10, and then 2 marks past the 10 would be 12. So that's 10:12.